that started. Let me check to see if this is working. It says we're live there. And see. Are we? Okay.
Oh, did you send those links or whatever? Or
The link.
anything about the.
Oh, Jesus, that was quick.
Wow. We didn't even make it a full minute. Are we that cool now? Or is it just that bored?
I think it's
Wow, that was crazy.
promoting a third party bot to your website. Alright. Well, that's done. Um, they've been
Woo!
around for a while too, since 2024. No, I
Ah.
think the problem is that we've been streaming consistently enough now that we've ended up on some
Mmm.
list. And so,
The list. The list.
yeah, it is what it is. So,
Can I has information, please?
um, yeah, do you just want the entire scripty thingy or just the
Well, no,
list of.
I just want the links that you're going to be clicking on so I can be looking at the same things you are without having to look at it
Oh,
through
I don't even
through the.
have links. I just have a fucking. I will send you the reel that it came from.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Just whatever so I can see what you're seeing without having to like.
Okay, so I just sent it to you in Messenger.
All right, but I'll open that.
Okay,
Yay.
so do you see what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
So that's what my dad sent me, and that's what caused this. But it's one of those, um,
Ah, I see.
yeah, one of those female entrepreneur groups. It looks like a Ponzi scheme kind of bullshit. But
Yeah.
it has a list of eight supposedly 8 grants available for moms and female entrepreneurs. And I was like, cool. It could be useful, like legitimately
Mhm.
useful. Um, but it's like it's coming from one of these groups that is essentially trying to get you to sign up for their classes and their group and blah blah blah. And it ends up being kind of like, what the fuck? Um,
Mhm.
so um, we were going to go deep diving into what these are. So I have um, we kind of have kind of an idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. It's like, does the program actually exist? Who runs it? Is it currently active? How much of money is available? Is there an application fee? Who is
Mhm.
eligible? So it's like um, it can be restricted by the ownership structure or like the type of business and then whether or not it's actually useful for us. Like, is the end result of going through the process worth it at this point in time? Um, So, whenever possible, go directly to the official organization or grant provider rather than trusting the social media post. So, um, with that, what was on that list was Fund Her Future, Amber Business Grant, Women's Founders Network Grant, BMO Celebrating Women's Grant, Her Rise Micro Grant, She's Connected, Cartier's Women's Initiative Grant, and then Boundless Future Grant. Now, some of these I already know are legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I checked out, the three that stood out as being like, what the hell was Fund Her Future, She's Connected, and
Mm-hmm.
Boundless Future. Because when I did a quick search on those, a bunch of different
Mm-hmm.
organizations pulled up with the same things. So, and of course, this doesn't give you a lot of um, details on them. It just gives you a name and then like a total for the uh, um, grant fund available to a person, like what you can get from it. So like Fund Her Future is $50,000, She's Connected is 50,000, and then Boundless Futures is 50,000. And it's like, why is it all the same like grant funding?
Yeah. Something seems sus.
Yeah. So um let's start with the ones that we do know. And that's going to be Amber Business Grant. So let me just do that.
Founded in 1998 and member of 19-year-old Amber Wingdahl, and the program awards multiple monthly grants, including startup-specific business category funds and three $50,000 year-end grants. Hmm.
And that is done by Women's Net. So let me pull that up.
Well, at least 30,000 every month.
Mm-hmm.
And they will announce individuals at the
By the 21st of the
Rosanna's.
following month.
Yep. Rosanna's Violins. Brown Rail Surf.
So theirs is a 10,000 every month, essentially.
Yeah.
And they'll
Three
pick
10,000 a month, and then 150,000 at the end of the year, from my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
But individually 50.
Okay. So let's go to the facts for this. So it's been around since 1998.
They tell you
Uh,
how to find a grant. That's cool.
yeah. As long as you are a woman who is 18 years or older and your business is 50% women owned and is based in the United States or Canada, you're eligible to apply.
Well, I think we meet all of those requirements. Regretfully.
Yep.
Not regretfully. Not regretfully. I joke, I joke. Past recipients.
Okay. It's a 2-question application,
Mm-hmm.
and you're automatically considered for any and all of the 3 grants that apply to you or your business.
Mm-hmm.
The deadline is the last day of each month at pretty
Mm-hmm.
much just before midnight, because midnight switches over to a new day. Um, the year-end grants are $50,000 and will be awarded to one of the 12 monthly recipients in December. They send an email confirmation.
To
I'd
qualify for
advise.
the monthly grants, you have to fall under the following. So we wouldn't want to apply until October.
Why?
To qualify for the monthly business categories, a grant business must fall in one of the following categories: January skilled trades, February health and fitness, March food and beverage, April sustainability, M mental health and support, June business and support, July animal services, August hair and care and skincare, September education and childcare, October creative arts, November STEM, December fashion and interior design.
Okay.
Or am I misunderstanding that?
Um, Grant winners aren't limited to any type of business. We've had all kinds of receive grants with a focus on everything. Okay.
Because I think before we apply, it says that applicant clearly outlines how the grant money will be used. Proposed use of funds is specific, realistic, and directly tied with the business growth or sustainability. So like we'll have to
Correct.
make like we'll have to make a small business plan. But this one doesn't. I mean, why shouldn't we? At least just throw the
Yeah.
fishing line out there.
So the monthly Amber grant uh, um, doesn't have a category. The monthly
Hmm.
startup grant also doesn't have a category. So you can do those in the same month or any month. Um, the business category um, when you apply for the Amber grant, you're automatically considered for the 10,000 grant in the month you apply. If your business falls into one of our specific categories, you're also eligible for a $10,000 business category grant. Your application remains active for this category specific grant for the next 12 months based on the calendar below. So there's no need to reapply. At the end of the year, one of the 12 business category grant winners is selected for a 50,000 year-end grant. So what this says is if we apply now,
Mhm.
and we don't match this month, they'll automatically move it to whatever month we do.
Okay. Got it. I knew I was misunderstanding it.
Hmm. And the 50,000 is an additional grant awarded to one of the 12 monthly winners out of the um, so one of those either one of those categories, and then you can also get another 50,000 for the monthly Amber grant, and then a third one that's for the monthly startup grant um, category. So, oh, 3 winners per year, yeah. So this is kind of one of those ones of why the fuck would you not, right? Um,
Mhm.
it and I know it's like, oh, um, what's $50,000 going to get you as an entertainment? And I'm like, 50,000 is the start. It's like, oh, that can get you
Mhm.
something as a down payment for some like an event or whatever. So,
Well, realistically, if we were to look at this is me putting the mad hypothetical out here, right?
mhm,
50,000 could realistically get us anywhere from, I wouldn't go anywhere past Benson, mind you. Like that, I'm thinking like small event first. So like 50,000 could get us in the waiting room, get us in the
mhm.
reverb, could get us at um oh god, where's the other one? I just had it in my head.
It puts money
But
in your pocket where you
Benson
can
Theater,
qualify.
there we go.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
it,
I was like,
it's like now people are actively talking to you. When you have money in your pocket, you have people that are like, oh, someone believes in them. And it's just, it's credit essentially.
yes,
Um,
and we need credit to burn it.
um, and you can't really function without some kind of social credit, right? So,
Yeah.
um, legitimate grants help you with that social credit. And if a bank sees that, oh, you have $50,000 in cash, they're willing to at least consider a loan, right?
Hmm.
And that, and maybe it's a bigger loan than that $50,000, right? But that $50,000 allows you to pay that loan that is actually funding your event, right? For those first couple of months. So, um, that's just kind of how that is working. Yeah, I
Hmm.
would definitely be like, let's actually keep this on a list of um, things that we need to just do. Because, like you said, it's dumb not to.
Yeah, I'm bookmarking this page so we can come back to a later date.
Yes. It's like,
Um,
if we're not doing that, then it's like, well, we can look at things like production equipment and software and marketing and like
yeah.
insurance and stuff like that. But it's like event
Hmm.
development is where we would legitimately be putting it. Um, so
Yay, more
mm,
business plans.
right, her rise micro grant. Oh, the first thing that pulls up is her sweet spot. So this is what pulls up.
Hmm. Interesting.
51% owned by women, currently registered in the US, and have less than $1 million in gross revenue.
Yeah. It says
So,
here at the bottom that you have to like as it as you scroll towards closer to the bottom, like it says they want a membership. There is a non-refundable 15 administration fee. Basically, there's a $15 app fee.
yes, non-refundable $15 administration fee payable via secure checkout. Um,
Hmm. What do you think?
um, I mean, it can't hurt. That's my thing.
No.
Um, so I definitely would come back to this one.
Okay.
Um, like I said, it can't hurt. And even if we don't get it, what have we lost? $15?
1,000%, man. Well, you're right.
So, so on to the next one. Which is the BMO Celebrating Women is the next one. Because that was one of the ones that I could verify actually had like a specific. Eh.
Celebrating Women Grant.
Okay, so this one automatically we're not um,
We're
qualified
not
for.
Canada.
We're not Canadian, so so there's there's that your thing. But if you are Canadian and operate within um, Canada, then I would go for this. Like, go for it. Because it looks like 10 Canadian small businesses that are majority owned and led by women or non binary entrepreneurs. Um, who can clearly share what they're building, the impact that they're creating, and how their business will grow with support from the grant program. Applicants will be asked to connect their work to 2 or 3 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, explain how they measure the impact, and outline how grant funding would help them scale the impact and strengthen their business. This is dope. So, but definitely for Canadians. Hey, Marlon. Good
Oh,
to
and
see
you
you.
hear us talking. Oh, good lord. Uh, oh my gosh.
So here's the eligibility requirements. Um, which is you are a resident of Canada and have reached the legal age of majority in your province or territory, which is different um, depending on the province or territory. You have the authority to apply on behalf of the business and to legally bind the business to the program terms. You have not received a grant from any previous BMO Celebrating Women's Grant Program. Uh, and then for the business is 51% or more owned and controlled by one or more individuals who self-identify as women or non-binary. The business is for-profit, active and operational, and lawfully operates in Canada. The business has been in operation selling a product or service for at least 2 years as of currently April 2nd, 2026. The business has annual revenue of 50,000 Canada dollars or more. Um, 50% or more of annual revenue is tied to sales with Canadian businesses and or Canadian consumers. And the business head office or principal place of business is located in the province or territory of Canada. So, if you are Canadian, this is for you. So, we can check this off of our list, but for someone else it might be useful. So, uh, so there's that. Okay. The next one that we had for like legitimate ones was Women's Founders Network. And this one was supposedly what, 30,000? There we go. Women's Founders Network. Okay, well, that's great, but I'm looking for Okay, so what I am finding for Women's Founders Network is there $5,000 grant. Um, must have female majority founder. Any stage
Mhm.
business can apply from ideation to post revenue. Okay. They do not fund cannabis, vice industries, or hate-based businesses. And cannabis makes um, and vice industries both make sense because they're operating across state boundaries. In some states, you can't operate um, or gain funding or whatever um, from what is considered vice based, and that's like gambling.
Mhm.
Also, I think alcohol. Um, so like there's legal reasons as to why that there is. It's a $25 fee,
Mhm.
but also it's a 2-question application. I don't think this would be a bad one to apply for. Again, it's like, yeah, it's $5,000, but $5,000 can get our foot in the door with a lot of things.
Mhm.
Um, so like this one closes at the end of the month, but like it opens every month, so okay. I don't think this is a bad one to try for. Again, what's the worst we're doing is out another 25 bucks. Um,
Mm.
so it's like if $25 can get you $5,000 of much needed funding, why wouldn't you do it? Kind of a thing. Um, yeah, it can take up to 8 weeks, can be longer depending on the amount of due diligence required. Um, re- we review and evaluate every grant application and choose finalists from our pool of applicants to be shortlisted for the grants. We then conduct blind interviews with each finalist to gain a better understanding of both you and your business, ensuring legitimacy. There's no need for extensive preparation. We simply want to hear about your vision firsthand. The grant winners are announced on the following month, or if they are still in stealth mode, upon their launch. This announcement is made public via our website and social media channels. So the criteria includes passion, impact, and potential. So, okay. I think this is worthwhile.
Mhm.
And it comes with a mentor as well.
Mhm. Like the other one did.
Yeah, so like someone who's already successful in business kind of helping you navigate the waters of business, which I don't know, something kind of fucking helpful. um, so put that on our list of actually go through. Um, and try and pick up. And I will move on to Cartier's Women's Initiative.
Whoops. I keep closing it. You said Cartier, right?
Yeah, Cartier.
Mhm. Nope. I just had to go back to the messenger.
Is in fact the bougie. Um,
Mhm.
Founded in 2006. Um, Women-run and women-owned businesses from any country and sector that aim to have a strong and substantial social or environmental impact. Okay. So that's not helpful. Okay. Applications are now closed for the 2027 edition.
Mhm. Because they are due by June 16th.
Mm-hmm. So Okay, for regional awards, the business should have generated an annual revenue between 50,000 and 5 million USD in its last closing fiscal year. As of the date of application, should employ between 5 and 250 team members, i.e. full-time employees, part-time employees, seasonal workers, or contractors. The business should not have raised more than 2 million USD in equity or quasi-equity financing. Um, that one doesn't, because we're not a science and technology pioneer award. Um,
Mm-mm.
we accept applicants from businesses that are headed by several co-founders, provided your share of the business is greater or equal to that of your co-founders. It's fine. Okay. Okay. So that is something to that's well into the future because we have to be had to have made at least
Money.
$50,000 in the last year as of the time of actually applying. So like the earliest we'd be able to apply is next year.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you have made at least $50,000 and no more than 5 million, and you have 5 to 250 employees of some capacity, um, I would go for it when this is available next time, which is uh, um, probably beginning of next year. So, so that is worth um, like keeping in the back of our
Yeah, but
mind.
again, but definitely further down the road.
Yeah. So with that, now we get, I do believe, into the weirder ones. Being like, does this one even exist? Yep. Uh, so, do we want to get into Fund Her Future? See what we can find
And
on
her
that one.
future,
Um,
I think I.
Block Advisors, which is H&R Block, is grand prize is 50,000. Runner-ups, 5 additional recipients each receive 10,000. Um, Additional support, all winners receive 1 year of free small business services from Block Advisors, including tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll support. Um, so let's actually look at this.
Is it still going though?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Because this was said for 2025 forward.
That's what I'm trying to find out. Yeah, I don't think this one is going because it's.
The copyright date at the bottom of the screen said 25-26.
Yeah, but like all the information is for 2025.
Mm-hmm.
And we wouldn't even qualify for it even if we were applying back in, because you had to have a minimum of $20,000 in revenue in 2024. And nonprofits are not eligible for this program. But yeah, so essentially it is for profit, which is fine. Or is for the for profit businesses, which is us, but we would have needed to generate a minimum of $20,000 in revenue in 2024, and we are not doing that. So, uh,
But in collaboration with that grant, it said Hello Alice, and I went to that one.
mhm.
So you should go look at that.
Hello, Alice.
Yeah, Hello Alice. It's a small business grants and funding thing. I'm just browsing around it, so. But I'd like to see your eyes on it.
Give it a second. Is this the one that you're talking about?
Oh, touche. Yes.
Opportunities. Okay. Okay. So this one actually has like actual partnered grants. this isn't the worst thing. I mean, obviously there's a lot, but like, and obviously there's looks to be a bench behind a wall. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so we would have to sign up, which looks to be free. Um,
No, I was just more saying of like getting your papers on. I wouldn't say it's like something you should look into because paywalls suck. But
my thing is like, what? And it says free to start, but what does it like actually cost? I feel like this actually costs money. Which don't get me wrong, get your bag, but like,
oh,
like,
1,000%.
um, okay. Hello Alice is free to start and free to use. Um, and
Mm-hmm.
receive recommendations at no cost. It is an AI tool. Not particularly fond of that, but
No.
I think we're gonna run into a lot of that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's gonna be hard to fucking like clear that out of the mess, but like, I think we're gonna be stuck like just the way that all these bigger funding options are that are available out there, they're going to have AI behind them in some form, and it's going to be very hard to avoid that. Um, just in general. So with that, I'm gonna move on with She's Connected grant. Um, which is an AT&T, and it just closed for the 2026. So it would open probably on May 1st of 2027 if they do it again. Um, micro grants are like $5,000. Okay, cool. Um, the grand prize was $50,000 cash investment, 1 year of free AT&T services, a new device, and a media feature. Um, Business size had to be 99 or fewer full or part-time employees. Location count 1 to 5 business locations. Geography registered and operating within the United States or DC, with owners being legal U.S. residents aged 18 or older. So let me pull that up fully. So, um, I think that's worth at least keeping our eye on to see if it shows up
Mhm.
again next year. So, um, and then what's the last one? Boundless Future. Boundless Futures Foundation. Okay. Grants. Cool. Oh god. Okay. Grant eligible entrepreneurs demonstrate a clear and consistent commitment to creating positive change through businesses with ambitious and effective social reach. These businesses address issues related to poverty, hunger, and humanitarian aid, sustainability, and the environment. Mm, okay. And may not be more than 5 years old. Um, so, um, so we are not eligible for that one. We are not a nonprofit, so yeah, we're not eligible for this one because we're over the 5 year limit based on the time in which we filed all of
Mhm.
our paperwork. So that is where that one is. It's really cool though because if you meet the standards of it, then you can request up to $50,000 in business support. The thing with this one is the grant funding is remitted as a reimbursement following proof of payment for business related expenses. Applicants must include business plans and detailed budgets. Funding is paid after business expense receipts are submitted to the Boundless Futures Foundation. So it's like a reimbursement program essentially. So, um, for that's the last one that we had on there. I don't know if you want to
Mhm.
do for a shits and giggles. Um, just Google grants for women-owned businesses.
Well, I was looking. I don't know what I looked at earlier. History. Let's see. whoa. Excuse me.
Alright, this is a whole registration thing. For giggles, we'll just do that. This is the actual zip code for the business. Technically, my thing with this is I'm not particularly fond of the way that one's working. Not something I want to just do on. Let's see, let's go to here.
There's this thing called Minority and Women Business Enterprise Certification. Registering your business through the Nebraska Department of Administrative Services as a majority women-owned enterprise doesn't give direct grant cash on its own, but it grants priority status to state procurement contracts and specialized federal funding pipelines.
Okay, you wanna give me a URL to follow?
Yeah, 2 shakes. It's going in the Discord.
Yeah.
That's what I had access to firsthand. Where are you at? You were just there.
What?
Uh-huh. Paste.
So this is interesting. -women.com. So this is a bunch of them?
I don't know. I've never even heard of what you're looking at before, so.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take this. I'm just gonna put this. I'm gonna look at what you have right now.
I don't understand what any of these big words mean if I'm completely honest with you. Like, my brain is still kind of fried.
So I'm not exactly sure what this is. It is a guidance on minority business enterprise and women business enterprise outreach. Um, I'll have to go through those a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Because this looks like funding from the feds to the state for promoting these types of businesses. Is what it looks like. So this is funding to the state, but I could be wrong. It's still worth looking into because there might be stuff that is in Nebraska that is for supporting women's owned businesses. So,
Mm-hmm.
but it just requires a little bit more of a rabbit hole.
No, that's
Um,
valid.
I Fund Woman is from Honeycomb Credit, um, and they have several like grant opportunities and or like competitions effectively.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's worth at least considering signing up with them or
Mm-hmm.
putting in an application with them. Because the worst that happens is we get none, right? But if we get something, it's like a universal.
No, I
Um,
agree.
but
I just think now at this point.
they also do like let me get in like crowdfunding and investors and working capital loans and fundraising tools. So they're not just go for the grants. They're for helping you find money wherever you can to get your working capital. So I think this is worth at least investigating further. Um,
Yeah, no, I agree.
so yeah, it was just like, oh, this is interesting things that could help not only us but like other people who are like, what the hell do we do from here, right? So, I think it's we'll just have to go through an entire mess of like. So
It feels like we made a lot of good progress.
yeah. Okay, so how the Honeycomb works is essentially it's crowdfunding um, business loan, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
so we put this out there and it's like a GoFundMe, but it's a loan. So you still have to pay back whoever put into your Honeycomb or a GoFundMe effectively. Um, and then we have like clear terms and fixed monthly payments to pay it back to everybody you put into this loan. Um, so that's cool. So um, that's a worthwhile thing of also kind of being of doing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
once we
It
have
sounds like we need to write a couple different business proposals of minimum, what it will take to get us started, the 5,000 and the 10,000. Does that make sense?
yeah,
It's like the
um,
same business proposal, but you broke it down to where just again, this was the long ago times of you had the different uh aspects of what we would be going for with each individual limit amount. So
yeah,
I
what
think
it takes to get into to start any one of the event.
hmm
So yeah, I think this is worth kind of keeping in mind. So with that,
I agree.
let's see, what else have we got going on?
Vincent
Friday.
First Friday this week.
Yep, we're gonna go to Benson First Friday this week. Try and get out there early enough to find a parking space without getting murdered. Um, um,
Yeah, that does suck that you're all the way across the part of town.
yeah, it is what it is. Um,
Oh, I,
otherwise I may just be dropped off. That might be the easier option. Um,
I mean,
and then
probably.
and then uh, just we'll go through, hang out like last time, and then we'll find a spot to sit down and talk with people. Um, because we're not particularly fond of trying to stream while walking through the crowds and stuff. And it's difficult to do. Um, but we'll try and find a spot where maybe we can, I don't know, give people.
I think we posted outside of Vegetable last time because they
Yeah,
not only were they closed, but they were at they were right in the decent enough area that we could just kind of like plop on one of the benches. So I'm hoping for that kind of situation again.
yeah. Um, and that way you guys can still like hear us and participate in everything. Um, but for right now, I think we're gonna call it.
I think so too, because I keep yawning. Yeah.
I'm aware. So yeah,
Sorry.
we'll catch everybody on Friday afternoon, evening, um, and we'll if we don't find you on here, we'll maybe see you out there in person. So,
That would be
mm,
cool.
yes, talk to
We'll talk to
everybody
everyone on
later.
Friday. Bye.